Okay, we're back again with some more beer and vinyl. He's got some kind of weird smoky beer today. Yeah, it's got a hint
it's
of...
like it's on fire.
I don't know,
It's like bonfire.
It's not as strong as I thought it would be, but it's got a hint of smokiness.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got a Foundation Best Bitter. There you go, from the East London Brewing Company. Where are they based? They've actually got they've actually got a shop.
We did discuss this, it's Magnus Road. Because I remember saying I recognise that road and there's a place I worked for 3 years down that road.
Yeah.
But obviously they weren't there then.
No.
But, yeah, it's the waterworks in Leabridge Road. I've got Act Hafenferler Rack beer.
That sounds like something you need to get some oil for. That sounds terrible.
It's Bavarian, German, extremely smoky beer. It's absolutely gorgeous stuff.
I don't think I'd like
No, you won't
beer
like
somehow.
it. You won't like it.
I'm not going to try it.
Oh no, you got to try it.
I don't know about that. The colour doesn't look bad. The colour looks alright. The Germans, they have some strange beers.
So maybe you
actually, that's a lot darker than a typical German beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normally German beer is more like our lagers.
Because you were going, when you saw that St. Peter's whiskey beer, yeah, this is really smoky, but this is like even more so, yeah. That's a lovely beer.
Yes, it's a nice.
You got to try it once.
Well, let it go down a bit. This is strange. This is literally what it is. Best bitter that is. It has got a total clear classic bitter taste. You can smell it a bit more out of the bottle.
I bet it's lovely.
It's like a sharp kind of
I think you'll like
undertone of smokiness.
Yeah. Strangely enough, I think you might actually like it a bit.
Ooh.
It's quite brutal, isn't it?
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you know when you have a barbecue and then you go to bed and the next morning you go out and it's rained and like the barbecue has been left out in the rain? That's like drinking that is.
No, it drinks like the beautiful smell of a barbecue when you're cooking meat and it's all lovely. Not that I eat meat anymore, but
I've still got a taste of it.
I love the smell.
Let's talk about for the best bit and I can still taste that.
Yeah, sorry, it spoils all other beers.
Yeah. Right, so we're going for the H's today. H.
Yeah, just in case you can read that, because I couldn't pronounce it very well.
Is it H or H? H.
No, H. Like my mum would always, tie me down.
Whack you.
Yeah, whack me with a belt if I ever said
wrong.
H. Yeah.
Okay.
No, she didn't like me.
Okay.
She didn't like it when I said H.
For Eric's mum, this is within H's. H's. She's not here now, unfortunately, to chastise us.
No.
Yeah.
But if I ever say H, make sure you give me a beating.
Right. So, AIDS.
AIDS.
Starting off with AIDS.
AIDS.
AIDS. We have to drop our H's because we're from East London, so we have to drop all our H's.
No T's and no H's.
Yeah, so that's AIDS.
Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, Bay Area thrash, I believe.
If you ever want to learn an accent, like Cockney accent, just say all the words without saying the T's.
Right.
And you're automatically Cockney.
Okay.
Honestly, you think about it.
Yeah, but then I would call you...
Bottle of water? Bottle of water.
Bottle, yeah, bottle. Yeah, you say bottle.
Straight and water.
Water.
Straight away, no T's.
That's true, yeah.
And then you're accomplished.
Surely that doesn't count if it's at the beginning of a letter.
No, not different beginning letter, but if the T's in the middle of the word, drop the T.
So I was going to call you a wit, but that doesn't sound like twit, does it? So, no. Wat? You're a wit and a wat, you are.
You're right,
you're a complete it.
Drop the T's in the middle and you're a Cockney, straight up.
Yeah, it's true.
So who are these anyway? I don't know these.
Do you find as well, talking to Cockney, I always say nothing. I always say nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, I do a bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not from just Only Fools and Horses, because he used to say that as well.
But probably maybe it's a London thing or just...
it's a London thing.
Yeah, let's put some crossover between South and East London accents and that, isn't there? Right, the hard-ons. Aussie kind of punky, do you know them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen them live actually.
Yeah.
I've seen them live at Astoria. That was when I was not too sure. I was listening to, reading Metal Forces.
Yeah, but a lot of punk and quite surprised.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just like, when I was sort of first getting into metal, I was looking at bands that, and I saw that going cheap in the second.
You still like it now?
Yeah, it's not a bad album actually. It's catchy, like crudeness really.
Yeah.
It's quite oozing out with pleasure. So a song about a woman taking it from both ends basically. Oozing out with pleasure, she loves to take it on her back. Oozing out with pleasure, she squirms as it enters anyway. Right. Yeah. Heart Attack. Yeah, I went to see her live and I was like, I embarrassed myself. I was getting t-shirts. I don't know what happened to the t-shirts, but I was getting a t-shirt for me and my then girlfriend, and I asked for 2 large hard-ons. And he was like, no. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And the earth opened up and destroyed me. This is one of my most recent purchases, actually, of vinyl.
It's not a very good name for a band.
Heart Attack.
Really?
Yeah, because I think some of the guy was called Harter, and it's just
a
play on Heart Attack. And I think it's the guy from Nuclear Assault.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's one of the guys from Nuclear Assault, if memory serves correctly.
Look.
Yeah, I'm sure we had a conversation about this with your vinyl at one point.
Probably.
They at one point, two of them.
Because I've got the drummer CIA.
Yeah, that's it, CIA. Yeah, that's right. And I talked about Heart Attack.
That's right.
Yeah, because there were two different guys from the band had their own little projects.
Yeah.
To be honest, last time we did a Grey Fest, which is when we sit around and play vinyl and get pissed, that was probably fucking 5 years ago now.
Yeah, you got
longer than that. 6 years. My mum was still alive. My mum was still about 7 years probably since we last had a
Grey Fest.
Yeah, I know.
Gonna do a Grey Fest. It's been a while.
Yeah, put it that way. And and the next day I went to Leicester to visit my brother, and there was a bloody vinyl fair. So I bought that one, and I bought another album as well. And to be honest, I've not even fucking listened to it since I got it home. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play that. And that's the thing, I don't really listen to my vinyl much anymore. I'm super sitting around reading comics if I do anything, or making YouTube videos.
Yeah, well, definitely YouTube videos. Me, I'm too busy doing shit on my computer for my show and
I do a podcast as well.
Yeah. Crazy.
But this is a band. I saw these with Trevor. I think they're at the
That's a mental fucking album cover.
The Standard music venue.
Yeah.
The Royal Standard in Walthamstow. They came over from America. They were kind of like I suppose you could call them a bargain basement guar, but I can't remember if they were from before guar.
That's a mad cover.
But they were a similar thing. They were like a punk band, like dressed up and stuff. But I still, there's like Brain in a Jar is one track I particularly like. Particularly remember. Every now and again, at the top of my head, it says, "I've got a brain in a jar. I keep it under my bed." That's all I can remember from it.
She Freak.
Yeah.
Pretty mad back cover as well.
Yeah.
All brown bread.
Haunted Garage. I don't know if they ever got on. I don't imagine they got on to do anything else or whether they went into other bands or not. Right, a little bit of cool Swedish death metal goodness. Penetralia by Hypocrisy.
Oh right, Hypocrisy.
Their first album.
They're still going.
Yeah. But are they still going? I assume they are.
Yeah.
They kind of lost their way a bit as well around about the abduction. Didn't
they start getting a bit more sort of proggy and industrially kind of thing? I think they started getting industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Abduction the name of that album? They went all alien inspired, and it was like Alien Abduction, and that got really kind of weird on a tangent, I thought. And that's when I stopped enjoying them so much. But their early stuff is great, heavy Swedish death metal. The next album, they do an awesome cover of black metal by Venom.
Yeah, my eyes aren't good, but that Peter
Takgren.
Yeah, what's that other side project band who's got a
Pain? Did he do
Pain, that's it. But I think even they're more industrial.
Yeah,
maybe I'm thinking of that.
Yeah, no, but I think their later albums did go big. Cause I remember I bought all their albums and I held off on the next album, and my old guitarist bought it and he played it to me and I was like, oh, this is a bit shit, isn't it? So I've kind of not even listened to them since then, so I'm not even sure if they are still going. Right, some more, I think this is more Bay Area thrash. Heathen, Breaking the Silence.
Well, these guys, because it's the guy from Blind Guardian.
Gonna say different countries.
No, I've forgotten the fucking name now. The singer, Blind Illusion, which is like a Bay Area heavy metal band.
Yeah.
He joined.
quite interesting now. They kind of avant-garde-ish, couldn't they? Kind of like quite progressive or something like that.
A lot of musicians come from that, like Primus formed through that band.
Yeah.
But these are alright. They're less thrashy and more sort of heavy metal.
Yeah.
But,
they were a little bit more speed metal maybe rather than thrash.
Open the Grave is a fucking.
I remember
awesome
Goblin's
track.
Blade, but
Yeah, awesome track is Open the Grave. Good singer.
I've got to say, I mean, back in the days I was buying lots of stuff. I don't remember ever being overly infused with the album. It was capable, but it was nothing super catchy. I don't remember being super catchy.
The guitarist is now in Exodus.
Okay.
This fella.
Right.
Is in Exodus now. The name's right. If the name's
I really should.
Yeah, one of the guys in Exodus.
Really should get to listen to some vinyl. What I should do tomorrow, I'm going to go upstairs, put some vinyl on and sit and read some comics while listening to the vinyl. So I can multitask that way, I'm sure. But this is another band I didn't really get into.
I like this band.
I bought the album, but I listened to it and I was like, well, it didn't grab me at all.
I like Hell Bastard.
Didn't grab me.
These were one of the first...
Crust.
Yeah.
Crossover kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
They according to sources, they turned the phrase crust because they had a EP called something like Grind Crust or something. So they.
This is a bit later in there.
It.
This is not that early, is it?
Right.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many albums they had.
It's Elric.
Yeah. Did they have a couple of albums before that? Because I'm sure this.
Maybe.
I'm sure this is when they were a little bit further along their metal path, I believe. Anyway, still going, aren't they?
They reformed. This is 1990.
Yeah.
They were like in the 80s as well. They reformed.
Because I remember someone I know from YouTube, a Northern Ireland guy from is it Jude Milk from what's his band called? Acid Age.
Okay.
I think he was in Hell Bastard for a while. Right, and here we have the Keeper of the Seven Keys that lock up the seven seas. I can't get that high.
This is a bit not aggressive for you.
Yeah, I know. But this was.
I remember this.
1988. Picture the scene. 1988. They're going to open up the Monsters of Rock. Yeah. My very first gig. I was working in a record shop for about 2 weeks, in between jobs, and I bought that in the record shop knowing that they were going to be playing. But that same thing, I also bought Megadeth around the same time, my first Megadeth album as well. So, and Guns N' Roses, because I know they were all playing at Monsters of Rock.
The Seven Keys Part 2. You not got Part 1?
No, that's the only...
Part 1's a bit better. I think Part 1's better.
I haven't got the Walls of Jericho either, that's the only Halloween that I've got. I think I've got a single of Dr. Steen as well.
Yeah.
Dr. Steen,
this was one of the first...
people.
This was one of the first considered to be power metal bands.
Yeah.
They're good. They're alright. Thing is, the early stuff.
It's just catchy, twiddly wiggly stuff. It's like
it's arguably one of the first power metal bands.
Right.
And albums certainly influential.
Yeah.
But actually, Walls of Jericho and the Halloween, the Halloween album. The Halloween EP and the Walls of Jericho is much more fresher, speed metal sound.
Yeah. So in effect, Halloween. I mean, unless my memory's bad, I think it was the first heavy metal band I ever saw live because I opened up the Monsters of Rock '88, which I think was the first gig I ever went to.
Yeah.
I can't remember now if I went to some small underground gigs before then, like at the Stand or something like that, or whether they came after that gig.
You're having doubts that
I know, but I always thinking this was my first gig. But I don't know now.
If it's cool that it would be.
Yeah.
Like me, I mean, my very first gig and your very first gig are like massive gigs.
Yeah.
Like massive festival gigs. It's kind of, you almost think it's a bit of a downer after that.
Yeah. That was a fucking...
Done in 88 and I was Jean-Michel Jarre 88.
Right.
In the massive documents.
Kiss and Dave Lee Roth were still shit though, even in them days when I went to see them, they were just... Kiss not as bad as Dave Lee Roth. Dave Lee Roth was rubbish.
Yeah.
But Hex and Horse...
Oh, Hex and Horse, yes.
I always get it right. I keep thinking it's Witch's Horse. I think it's Witch's House.
Right.
Hex and Horse. They're a progressive, technical thrash band.
Yeah, they're really good.
Pretty decent stuff.
What I've heard of them.
Yeah, I've got three of their albums, Sure, one of the guys went on to do something else from Hex and Horse. No, that's right. I think, no, did they become Memento Mori? Was it the Hex and Horse that became Memento Mori? I can't remember now.
No.
Sure, they ended up becoming another band. It might have been Memento Mori. Or it might have been a bigger band, I'm not too sure now.
Ah, you got that one. Excellent.
This is Morbid Angel.
Morbid Angels, this is all sick.
But it's not though, it's
Hexenals.
Hexenals.
They got there first, in fact.
Yeah, they did. Tribute to Santa, innit?
Yeah. Because this is a famous painting. Well, I don't know, famous, but it's a painting.
It's famous it's famous in heavy metal because the two bands have got it on their album cover.
Yeah, it's a great picture actually.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of other instances of that. I'm sure there's another famous instance of two bands with the same album cover. Can't remember now though. I'm sure there was another one.
You do get that. I think Black Sabbath's Born Again album. Someone else used that with the Devil Baby.
Oh right, that's a
but it might have been someone like. I don't think it was another metal band. Right. It might have been like a sort of synth poppy thing or something.
Sure, there was a couple of other like 90s, 80s kind of bands that had this like the same album cover. I can't remember now.
Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah, oh well. Right, and this is the last Hexen house that I've got. Oh fuck, it's got a bloody stain on it, it's got a blinking...
That's because you liked it so much.
No, it's not that kind of stain. It's got a little tear on it as well. Someone spilled it out at a party or something, probably.
That looks like it might be part of the picture.
No, I don't think it is.
It's not.
No, it's a little...
Awakening.
Imperfection. There's a few imperfections in front of that. I don't remember being there before.
Awakening.
As my stepson Liam would say, a wankening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're always throwing a wank joke when there's an opportunity.
Always.
Right, and then we've got one of my faves, Holosard.
Not one of your faves, you positively love this band and this album.
I love it to death, which is a joke. It's a joke because I've got a song called Love It to Death, but I do love it to death. Yeah, Holosard, Hell House, one of the first albums that I bought when I was like branching out from Iron Maiden. Look, actually, looking at it, the plastic fucking sheets got wet, and that's what's fucking stuck on that other one and made a fucking mark on it. If you look, you can see that's exactly fucking correlated to where. So some liquid's got on there.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening.
And it's fucking it's fucked up the Hexenhalls cover.
But yeah, you go mental over this album, didn't you?
Yeah, I do. He's got the lyric booklet in it still.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Because I joined the Psycho Research Club, which was their fan club. The Psycho Research Club. And I got the lyric sheet. I had a couple of like fan club booklets.
It's like a little booklet. Yeah. Super cool. Looks like it's going to fall apart. I won't at any moment. I won't.
They played the Standing in Walthamstow, but I fucking missed them.
Oh no!
The thing was, in them days, I didn't have any fucking mates into metal, and I think that was before my first gig, which is the fucking...
I still don't have any mates into metal.
What are you talking about?
No, but you know what I mean?
Chopped fucking liver.
Yeah, chopped liver. But no, I think go gigs on your own.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gigs on your own.
Yeah, back in the day, when fucking nowadays even nowadays, exactly, yeah. But like in them days, I was like a bit nervous about going to. I was 19, I suppose.
Oh really?
I didn't go to the pub much myself.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that young really, but I didn't have. I didn't really frequent pubs.
I used to go to with my parents to my first gig, so you do get a bit.
And so I did fucking Monsters of Rock with my brother's mate. Who was into Iron Maiden for about 2 years before he became a cheesy quaver. Which is raver. You don't get
it's raver and cockney.
It's a raver, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started going gigs on my own. I started going to Market or actually in Tornado, Acid Rain, that kind of thing. But I'd always fucking go on my own because I didn't have any fucking mates into metal. Until I met Mr. Trevor. Mr. Trevor who used to come to gigs with us. Right, anyway. But yeah. I did a giveaway for this.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
You've not entered.
I'm not entering your things anymore. It's dodgy.
I know. The reason I told him not to enter my competitions because if he wins, people are going to think that we've fucking done a fix or
Lindsay
something.
already won, for God's sake.
I know. That looked like a fucking fix. That's why I was fucking...
Yeah.
And he has still not fucking collected it, the bastard. He's still sitting there.
He won't collect it.
No, because I've still got 2 of his vinyls from fucking 7 years ago that he's not fucking picked
I do remember you saying, like, at the Suffering gig, Lindsay, he's a cunt, but he's my mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Because I remember like one of the first ones you did was like, I hope it don't come out. So I thought I'd leave it,
You need to get.
I wouldn't mind it though.
You need to make a new account.
Yeah.
a different name, so it doesn't look suspicious if you do win.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
What is it? Is it the CD or?
Yeah, CD. Yeah.
Did they do any more albums?
They had a demo called A Circle of Silent Screams, which was eventually came out as a CD. It's kind of like a second album, but it's not down on Metal Archive's second album. You know, it's album length, and so it was released as a CD by Dive Bomb Records a couple of years ago now. But Hell House has got better tracks on it. There are some good tracks actually on The Circle of Silent Screams, some very good ones. But Hell House is because it's.
What happened to them then? Just like
they're
by the wayside.
No, they've started going again now. They've
I'm recently saying,
reformed.
But at the time,
they just got a new single out called Rise, which is pretty decent. But yeah,
everyone's reformed.
Well, back in the day, you mean what happened?
Just
the same with any old band. It's just like no, you know, you got to be fucking ultra bloody lucky to get anywhere, haven't you? Really?
Yeah.
You know, no one fucking. Who do we mean? Think of all the fucking bands you've known over years. How many do you know have actually fucking managed to get anywhere out of?
Like Split.
None of them.
It's funny when I was interviewing Sacrilege. Like you think about even earlier than this, and New Wave of British Heavy Metal. They only lost. Most bands only lasted a few years. Yeah. And that was the game over for them.
It's good that they're all coming back though.
Most of them.
I like the fact they're all coming back. You know what I mean?
There's bands. There's New Auburn bands that have come back on the strength of no albums.
No.
Like Gunslinger.
They just fucking feel like it. And,
Gunslinger, fucking awesome band.
Yeah.
They didn't release nothing.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Sacrilege didn't release anything.
Have you been, what's that band that I play quite a bit on my podcast? Angel Cortland is the bloke's name. I can't remember the fucking name of the band now. He's like a bass. He did, was it Witchfind? I think he was in Witchfind back in the day. Is it Give 'Em Hell? Was that the name of the album he was on?
Right.
Because he's done. He's reformed like a Witchfind version of the Give 'Em Hell lineup, doing Give 'Em Hell songs. But he's got his own. Malleus.
Okay.
Malleus. I've played him a few times on my show, and they had about one album or one single back in '81 or something like that.
Yeah,
and like Troyan.
Another one.
Another great band. Yeah.
Fucking loads of. Virtually all of them at some point have got back together.
Yeah.
It's great.
Anyway.
Weapon have.
Yeah.
Another one.
Weapon UK is that called now, don't they? Right, Holy Terror. This is one that a lot of people this is got a lot of fans actually, this Holy Terror album. I wasn't massively into it. It was alright. It was very technical, kind of thrashing stuff.
Quite mad.
But a lot of people swear by it.
Okay. Oh, I like the back cover. No, the back cover's even weirder.
It's probably one of the ones that's worth a few bob.
Talking
of which, I was in an album record shop just down the road from the comic shop I was in the other day. I saw a record shop, so I went in there. I got the first Cloven Hoof album, going for 50 quid.
Wow.
And I'm like, I've got that.
I got that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That should be worth more actually. It's fucking... Right, and the last two are both by Hydra Vein. These are one of these unsung heroes of UK thrash. You can laugh at the album cover.
Yes.
It's a shit album cover, but I like it. It's a really, really bad album cover, but it's a fucking great album, and I don't care about the bad art. I kind of find it kind of it's endearing.
Endearing.
It's endearing because it's like
you knew they didn't have any money.
I know it must have been, but I don't know. It's like, just it's like really bad looking skeleton there, and it's like the background is like not great. And it's like a lizard man holding a scythe.
I'm not even showing you. No, there you go.
Rather death than force of faith.
Yeah.
I think they were described in the press like at the time as being like the English Slayer. Oh. And they were really, really fucking good band. I really like both their. In fact,
they reformed this?
They have reformed.
There you go, another one.
Right, I think their singer died though. I think their singer died, but they've reformed. They're doing one gig. I think it's at Brofest. I think it's called Brofest next year in fucking Newcastle. Okay. And I'm like, no, I'd like to go and see them. Oh, we'd like to go up and see them.
Is that where they're from? Or?
No, they're not even from there, but that's where they're doing their one gig. And like, I would very much like to go and see that, but I can't remember if I saw them back in the day or not. I don't think I did. I don't remember them playing in London and me going to see them, but then I might have done.
You know what it is with, because I was talking to Sacrilege in my interview, you know what it is a lot? Back when they were young, the idea was like you love the music and you hope you become a bit successful with it. And when you don't, you're a little bit disheartened.
Yeah.
And when you get older, I think it's more down to you just enjoy playing.
Yeah, and also
respect. You enjoy
and
the
also
respect.
a little bit of like, you know, you enjoyed doing it back in the day, but now you know.
Yeah.
And I always was like with suffering, I was always like, we're never gonna fucking get anywhere, and I don't care. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and that's what a lot of people do. Is come out and enjoy themselves. But I mean, some of the bands I think are getting signed. They may not be massive labels, but there's a couple of. Was it Holy Roller? They like specialise in like the new wave and British heavy metal and your real rocking bands, and they start out quite a lot of bands. And I just think as long as fucking people are enjoying it, and definitely people are enjoying listening to it. And
a lot of
carry on going.
A lot of the older bands are releasing new albums, like Satan's new album. People are going mental over it and things like that. Domine's new album, and things like that.
The last one. This is a lot better artwork. Same band, a Hydra band. I'm not too sure if I like I think the logo's probably better as well, actually.
Yeah.
That logo on the last album looks like it's just some font, it looks like a Chinese font or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well, this is like a proper little logo, and there's like a robotic kind of menace there of some sort.
Better.
It looks like it's stolen blood off somewhere. It's like like, you know what I mean? Like a little vial. Oh yeah, there's stolen blood of that guy there, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a little bit Warhammer-ish almost. It's very interesting. Huh? Yeah. I'm figuring it's a future war where the robots are fighting the humans and it's sucked out his blood for some reason.
Yeah.
Nasty. Anyway.
Nasty.
I'll let you shout it to the camera.
Yeah. There you go.
After the Dream.
After the Dream.
And basically every song on both of those albums is a fucking banger.
Yeah.
There's not a single song on either of these two albums. If it was to come on when I was listening to my headphones or whatever, there's not a single song where I'd go, oh, this one. If it was like, oh yeah, fucking yeah, awesome, bit of fucking...
Is that just the two albums they did? That was it?
Yeah, as far as I remember. I don't think they might have had a demo or something before.
I think British thrash metal.
Yeah, British thrash metal.
You were really up on your British thrash metal.
I always
you were so annoyed about the American.
Exactly, I always supported the UK thrashers. I was like patriotic with my thrashing.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off, like, because
people would even say, oh, there's not even any thrash in the UK.
No,
what are you talking about?
Fucking loads of UK thrash bands. The thing was, because it was like only cool if you were from America. It's like, oh yeah, we only do, it's just stupid twats. It's like, no, fuck's sake, support your own fucking scene. Because all the bands in this country are fucking awesome. But because you're blinking, the press is like blinking you into thinking that only thrash only comes from fucking America.
Yeah.
It's stupid, it's weird.
Only really, I remember at the time, the only band that really broke through was Onslaught, really. I don't really think of any other British thrash bands.
They didn't get fucking super bloody.
No, they didn't really.
Even them.
In Search of Sanity era, they were a bit bigger, but
there was a few bands that were popular enough, you know what I mean? Not I mean, Slammer got signed to a big label, but it was all that suspicion that the wrong Slammer was signed.
Yeah,
and I've told you about it before. I have heard that, whether it was actually true or not. And Slammer
you'd keep quiet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Slammer were a funny old band though. I've got their album, I did buy their stuff, but they were like, I don't know, they were a little bit... didn't have enough hooks for me.
Acid Rain were wicked. Acid Rain were my favourite.
Acid Rain, are you going to their gig?
Oh yeah, I have to go and see
Boston
him.
Music Room?
Yeah, they're fucking mental.
Yeah.
It's only the singer, but he's crazy. He's fucking runs around the stage, using pink. And he's great. They were fucking awesome at Bloodstock.
I should go because I haven't seen them since they their last gig, right? Then it's all new lineup now apart from H, but still I should go. But I'm kind of lazy. Yeah. It's Primitai, the first band, who aren't really thrash at all. I have seen them at Retribution. They're okay for what they are, but they're not really. They're kind of rocky, kind of modern.
But the band's made up of sort of members of old sort of British thrash bands,
yeah, it's
really.
got Pete D from. Is it not Cremated? Is it Cremated?
Cremated, yeah.
Good. I don't know the rest of the guys. Yeah, they're a cool band.
Yeah.
He does hardcore bands. I think he was in. Was he not in hardcore band with Pierre? Who used to do the hardcore days at the Reindeer Club.
Maybe.
Was he in them?
Who knows? It's a long time. I can't remember.
Knuckle Dust.
Oh, was he in Knuckle Dust?
I don't think he was in Knuckle Dust for a bit.
I like Knuckle Dust.
Yeah.
Super political. Very Oh yeah.
I just wasn't big on hardcore.
Nah.
I like Pierre. He was a fucking nice bloke, but then it's just a different kind of style, wasn't it? It's just a different kind of.
I took to it though.
Yeah.
Because
if I had a few beers, actually, a couple of times we had some hardcore bands. If I'd had a few beers,
I went to hardcore all day.
I enjoyed it, but yeah.
I used to love the hardcore all days as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's like drinking a bonfire.
They had their own kind of scene, didn't they? They all wear backpacks and they've all got chains on their wallets. Yeah.
It's interesting
isn't there? There's a certain look.
Because this was the late 90s and pretty much metal and punk had already pretty much crossed over and accepted between both fans. I mean, in the 80s it was a little bit like narky between the fans. Like I was too young to remember, but certainly in America you couldn't have long hair and go to a hardcore gig.
Yeah.
And vice versa. But by the 90s, I think the crossover.
People realised they liked the music from both kind of scenes.
And then bands were literally like, even some of the old hardcore bands would cross over to a metal anyway.
Yeah.
But it's funny, the hardcore all day and the metal all day were different sets of fans.
Oh
almost.
yeah, definitely.
I went to both because I like both, but
whenever there was a month with two bank holiday Mondays, wasn't it? We'd have the hardcore one for one, and then the metal one for the other one.
I used to love Knuckle Dust, Meduna Nocturals, Scalp Lock with fucking mental.
I played a gig with Scalp Lock. I played a gig with Scalp Lock in the fucking pub on Leabridge Road. That was quite a weird one for us though. I don't know why. I don't know. It was Scalp Lock and Vehemence. Were both kind of hardcore-y.
I like Vehemence. They were good.
Yeah, Vehemence were cool.
They were good.
They were kind of like grind.
Still got their tape demo.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think I've got a 7-inch of theirs actually.
Yeah, they were grindy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Grindy.
I've just added the guy on Facebook, Spencer. Anyway, why are we still talking?
Dunno. We'll edit this. No, we won't.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to bugger off then. We'll be back next week with The Eyes. The Eyes have it.
The Eyes.
I can't think of any bands.
To the right.
I can't think of any bands beginning with I, can you?
Scariot. Iron Butterfly.
Plenty of irons.
Iron Man.
Yeah. There's a game Iron Man. I don't want any other vinyl though.
I can't think of any more eyes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Crap show.
Yeah, we're back next week.